Hi gang, this is Mike G from Mr. G TV and MrMikeGarnes.com coming to you live on TikTok or wherever you're viewing this presentation, and at the moment I'm in Thailand, so I hope you join me. I'm sharing stuff with love for your consideration, never saying that I'm right, but I'm a corporate hypnotist and I work with energy and consciousness. You just look at any of my posts and you'll see the sort of stuff that I do, and I'm a no nonsense sort of guy. I don't talk bullshit, I talk evidentially, which means that I tend to try and prove the stuff that I'm sharing, and there's nothing special about me, and the stuff that I preach and teach I can do, and then I teach from my experience, and I'm working with kids, I'm working with adults, I'm working with teams, I'm working with families, I'm working with companies. Yeah, I'm okay, Lily. Hi. So, I wanted to talk about mind control, really, and what's going on in the world, and possibly what's going on in your life, and what's going on in my life, and what mind control is and what it isn't, and how you can live by what I call the law of control by controlling your own mind, rather than living by the law of accident, where everybody else controls your mind and everybody else controls your life. And I think from the minute we're born, we're sort of like under the influence of control, because that's how we learn things. You know, it's sort of like nature and nurture. I don't know if I can write on the screen. I'm not sure what I'm able to do here, but I'm sort of learning what's going on. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. If you look at any of the presentations, any of the posts that I put on TikTok or any of the other platforms where I present, and you can go to Mr. GTV on YouTube, which is capital M, small r, capital G, capital T, capital V, so that's Mr. GTV. You'll find that I'm sharing the stuff that I do as a hypnotist, but I'm not an entertainer, although I can entertain. I raise a lot of money for charity entertaining, doing mind control and mentalism, which is a form of persuasion and influence. I mean, in the old days, you used to call it mesmerism because people find it mesmerizing. But if you stick around long enough, I'll be teaching you how to hypnotize yourself, I'll be teaching you how to hypnotize other people, and if ever you want to chat, I'm here for that. I've probably helped thousands of students and hundreds of clients, and as I say, most of people's problems are the fact that they have been mind controlled by society. I'm into language, I'm a linguist, I'm a wordsmith, and I love etymology, which is the root of the language, and I think we can find a lot of magic in words, which is why when you spell a word it's called spelling, and spells are like Harry Potter, aren't they, and magic and witches and wizards and gods who cast spells and make magic happen. But the thing is that you are the magician. You are the magician. And in the word magician is the word magi, magician. And we have an imagination, an imagination. And this is the etymology, which tells us a lot about what we're capable of doing, that with our imagination we can create a whole new reality. Now, the etymology that I was going to talk about is one of the government. The government, which is government. It's governing your mentality. It's mind control. And you only have to watch the television, and listen to politicians, to realise that all the time we're being controlled, we're being mesmerised, we're being persuaded. And in politics they have what's called spin doctors, who spin the truth, who change the truth to advantage the person who's giving the message. And that's happened for thousands of years. I believe that most religions have been spun, that church and state are connected, that the original message had magic in it and taught us how to be better human beings, how to fulfill our true potential. It told us about the true nature of reality, that we are far more than just a body. And our mind isn't in our body, that our body is in our mind. I'll say that again, that our body is in our mind. That our mind imagines the body that we're in, that we're just living the dream. Now, I could say that I'm living the dream living in Thailand, because this was a goal set, and I goal set and goal get. So I imagined what it would be like to live in Thailand as a Manchester lad, living in the UK and then moving to North Wales. And then I got here, but I had a picture in my mind. I had an imagination. So there's a massive clue, really, that if you have an imagination and you create pictures and images consistent with what you want to create. I'm just swiping right here to get the messages. It's telling me to swipe right to get the messages. So I need to learn how to do these lives. I'm a good hypnotist, and I'm a good healer, and I'm a good metaphysical therapist, but I'm learning about TikTok, so you guys will have to teach me what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. But we can imagine ourselves into the reality that we want to be in. So in other words, living by the law of control, we can control our imagination. We have three minds. We have our conscious mind, we have our subconscious mind, and then we have our superconscious mind. And our conscious mind sort of defines who we are. It's like I'm Mike Garner, Michael Garner. I consciously know that, but subconsciously and superconsciously, I'm far greater than just this person that you're looking at on your screen. And when you look in the mirror, you're just looking at the image, the imagination of what you think you are. But you can shift that with your mind. I mean, I can do hypnosis with people, and that really changes their reality. So let me get straight into this and tell you how you can do this. I have this process called VAVA. I'm going to share this for free. Okay? VAVA. So get that stuck in your mind, VAVA. It's V-A-V-A, VAVA. Now I'll do other lives and I'll do other presentations. If you want to talk to me about your personal circumstances and the sort of shit that's going on in your life, and I love that word shit, because if you put F in shit, you can shift. If you put F in shit, you can shift. It goes from S-H-I-T to S-H-I-S-T. So when things are shit, when the shit hits the fan, you can shift. And how do you shift? You shift by using magic, your imagination. Magic, imagination. And you do it with these 4 words. And the acronym is VAVA, V-A-V-A. So the first V is you visualize. It's those images. You live in a world of images. You live in a world of imagination. And you've been told, maybe, who you are. Let me ask you a question. If nobody told you who you were, who would you dare to be? Who would you dream to be? If nobody put limits on you by your age, your sex, your education, your height, your size, your finances, your history, whatever stories you brought into your life, whatever decisions you've made in the past, if all that was wiped clean and you could be anybody that you chose to be, who would you choose to be? If I was Eugenie and I said you've got 3 wishes, how would you imagine your life to be? Because that's visualization. Because what you've got to do is you've got to get a picture of that clearly in your mind. And hold that picture in your mind. And we'll talk again about how holding pictures in your mind attracts those pictures towards you. That you accelerate yourself towards the manifestation of those circumstances that you visualize, and they come towards you. So visualization is really important. And I've put visualization exercises on my YouTube channel, Mr. GTV, and in my Facebook group. And you can also find me hashtag Mr. Mike Garner, hashtag Mr. Mike Garner, M-R-M-I-K-E-G-A-R-N-E-R. It's all for free with me, Mike G. So visualization is very important. And as a man, a long time ago, I was really rubbish at visualizing, but you get better with practice, and women are brilliant at it. And if you're more right-brained than left-brained and more creative, and I was an engineer, so I didn't really have a good capacity for visualization, but I got really good at it, and I'll be teaching you how to do visualization. In fact, I'll give you a hint and tip now. You can literally do it with your hands. You can hold your hand up in front of your face and look at your hand, visualize the whole hand, then look at your little finger, your third finger, your middle finger, your index finger and your thumb, looking at it that way. Then look at your palm, and then you close your eyes and you create your hand in your mind's eye with your eyes closed. And if you want to check what your hand looks like, you just open your eyes and look at your hand, and then you close your eyes and imagine that you're looking at your hand. And with practice, you get really good at creating your hand on the cinema screen of your mind behind your closed eyes. And then you can pick any object. I mean, let's just pick, I don't know, there's the mouse that goes with my laptop. So I look at the mouse and I look at it, it's got HP on it because I've got a Hewlett-Packard laptop, and I look at it and I look at the shape and I look at the colour and I look at the wheel, and then I close my eyes and I create that image on the cinema screen of my mind. I love that expression, the cinema screen of your mind, behind your closed eyes. And you get really good at creating the image of this that you've just been looking at in your imagination, or your hand, or anything else. I mean, I've got an ornament here. Look at this is cool. Do you like that? I'm in Thailand. This is the sort of stuff that they make in Thailand. And this actually, screw top, didn't cost a lot of money, got a gauze on it. That's got beautiful, aromatic, smelling salts. It's wonderful, that. So if I look at that now, with my eyes open, and then close my eyes, and again, imagine that I'm looking at that, pretending, if you like, that I'm looking at that behind my closed eyes. I know the colours, I know what it looks like, and I can keep opening my eyes for reference, and then closing my eyes, and creating that behind my closed eyes. And that will increase my visualisation skills. I mean, you can look at your car. I can look at my glasses. These are just reading glasses. I don't need these. They're just reading glasses so I can read off the screen. You can look at a sunset. You can look at a road. You can look at your kids. You can look at your pets. You can look at a tree. You can look at anything and then close your eyes and create the scene behind your closed eyes on the cinema screen of your mind using your third eye or your mind's eye. So over the next few days, weeks and months, get good at visualization, because your ability to be able to hold these images in your mind, visualizing them, you'll start to find that you manifest what you deserve and desire very, very quickly. And this is all about mind control. It's mental exercises. It's like a mental gymnasium where you accelerate. Okay, someone's just said it, encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. So, okay guys, can you share this live and invite your friends? Please, it's just told me to ask you to do that, so that would be lovely. God bless you, thank you. Share the live. I'm sharing stuff here that I think you'll enjoy, and there's more to come with more lives from me, Mike G, for free. So visualization is really important, and you know, if it's something about yourself, the way I would do it is, if I was trying to lose weight, which I have done in the past, and I'm always doing fitness stuff for myself, I visualise what I would look like with the goal achieved. I visualise what I would look like with the goal achieved. So I look in the mirror and I think, okay, at the moment I'm something like 79k, which is about 11 stone 10 in UK. Now I was 14 stone, which was about 92, 93k. So what I used to do is visualise myself at the weight I wanted to be. What would that look like? What would that sound like? What would that feel like to be 11.5 stone, which is my target, 75k? And then I hold that image in my mind. And I also hold the image in my mind as to what a 75k man, how that man would behave, how he would eat. What sort of exercise would a 75k man have to do to maintain that level of fitness? And then I just follow that model. So I visualize it and then I take action on it. But the visualization is really the most important thing. If I have a health issue, I visualize myself as being well, irrespective of my condition. So if I've got a cough, I see myself not coughing. If I'm going to do public speaking, I've got no script here, and I'm an engineer by background, but I'm a corporate mentor, so I now do a lot of talking. So I used to visualize myself doing successful speeches. I used to visualize people giving me a round of applause and a standing ovation. I used to visualize myself talking publicly, smiling and laughing and being engaging and interesting, and people being interested. So you see how you create a collage of images around your visualization about the outcome that you want. So you visualize the outcome that you want, and then you're controlling your mind. I'm not allowing past failures or other people's negativity, other people's fears and doubts that they project onto me to change my programming. How many times have you had a goal and someone said, oh, you'll never achieve that? And if you allow them to mind control you, to gaslight you, or to dominate you, they win. Well, no, stop that from today. You become the winner. You become the person that controls your own mentality. You become the person that bodyguards your own programming. Don't allow anybody else to mind control you, to gaslight you, to disrespect you, to put you down. Because you have got unlimited potential to achieve anything that you put your mind to. And it's about mental discipline. Visualization is really important. We'll talk more about it, and if you want to talk to me, you know where I am. You can contact me on any of the contact details where you're viewing this presentation. It's what I do. So visualization is the first V in the VAVA, and then the second letter in VAVA is A. It's VAVA, and that's affirmation. Visualization and affirmation. So it's internal language. An affirmation is something that you say to yourself. And that again is called a self-suggestion. So it always starts with an I, because it's about me. So I say, I am confident. I am 11.5 stone. I can do this. I have got a great memory. I'm a good driver. I'm a brilliant cook. I'm a healthy man. So whatever it is that you want to be, whatever it is that you want to become, you affirm it in the present tense. You don't say, I'm going to be 11.5 stone, or I'm going to be a good man, or I'm going to be fit and healthy. No. The nervous system acts in the now. There's only now. So if somebody promises you that they're going to wash your car, or take you out for dinner, or walk your dog, or do something nice, the question is when? When are they going to do this? It's got to be now. So if you say something, I'm going to do this, or I intend to do this, or I want to do this, the nervous system just asks the question when, so it doesn't trigger the nervous system into any positive action. So it's got to be now. An affirmation is in the now, and it's got 4 P's. It's present tense, it's personal is I, it's present tense, that's the now, it's positive, and it's powerful. So you don't talk about what you don't want. You don't say, I don't smoke, or I don't like cream cakes, or I don't want arguments. No, you don't use the word in mental programming to control your own mentality, to dictate your own programming. You don't use what you don't want. So you don't, when you mention the word smoking or cream cakes, you'll want a cigarette, or you'll want a cream cake, a donut or something. You don't talk about it. If you're trying to lose weight, you don't say, I don't like cream cakes. You say, I like healthy food, nutritious food, tasty food, food that's good for me, healthy food. If you're trying to stop smoking, You just say, I want clean, fresh air. I enjoy breathing clean, fresh air. I want clean, fresh lungs, clean, fresh breath, a clean, fresh, healthy, vital body. Don't talk about what you don't want. You don't put it into your vocabulary. So you affirm. You constantly say what you want to happen now and next. You affirm your outcomes and you affirm your present tense state of mind and state of body. You talk about your physiology, how you feel, your emotions, and you talk about your state of mind and your mood. And it's always positive. You always affirm the best version of you, better than you've ever been. It's positive bullshit. But when you start affirming what you want, you just watch your life change. So you visualize and you affirm. That's the visualize V and the affirm A, V-A-V, and then it's V-A-V-A. So there's VAR. So the third V is verbalize. Because an affirmation is the voice in your head. It's how you think. Although you say it, I am confident and I can do this, I'm a genius, I come up with brilliant ideas, all these affirmations that drive your behaviours and dictate your mood and your attitude. What you say to other people, how you communicate is important because you're saying it with your one mouth, but you're listening to it in stereo with your two ears. Do you get that? So what you express is being impressed. What's expressed, what's coming out of your mouth, is being pressed into your own psyche. And you're also affecting the vibration of how other people perceive you. So if you're always bad-mouthing things and gossiping and negative, that's not warm and welcoming and constructive and kind. And even if people sort of agree with you and humour you, really people will want to get away with you. Nobody wants to be around a moaner, a complainer, explaining all the time and making excuses and pointing the finger and not taking responsibility. Nobody wants negativity. Those people are psychic vampires. They strip you of all your energy. So don't be that person and don't get around other people that do the same. So all your verbalization has got to be harmonious, congruent, in line, aligned to your goals, which would be to be a better person tomorrow than you were today, moving you to higher levels of vibration, higher levels of evolution, to becoming the person that you deserve and desire to be, to move you towards your goals and not away from them, so that you can have more, be more, do more. And that would be really good, wouldn't it? Not controlled by anybody else, not mind controlled by anybody else, completely controlling your mind through visualization, affirmation, and what you speak. Who watches Star Trek? Who watches Star Trek? Does anybody watch Star Trek? Well, you know, Jean-Luc Picard used to say, make it so. He'd want to go to Warp Factor something or go to Andromeda or do something. And he'd go, make it so. And you can make it so. In Wiccan speak, it's so mote it be. That's what witches and Wiccan and pagans say. So mote it be. Make it so. And interestingly enough, the Hebrew, Aramaic, the word for I create as I speak is abracadabra. You couldn't make it up. It actually is. The magic word that you used to know as a child, or magicians used to say, abracadabra, actually, Google it, means create as I speak. I create as I speak. And you should create as you speak. Your words are communicating with the universe, and your thoughts are communicating with the universe as well as within your inner universe. The universe is eavesdropping on every thought and every word that you think and say. That's powerful. So even if you curse somebody or curse yourself and call yourself stupid in your head and it doesn't come out your mouth, the universe acts upon that. If you think you're stupid, the universe will keep you stupid. If you think you're a waste of space because other people have told you that you are, you will become a waste of space because it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy because you've said it. And whatever you say, you create. Whatever you speak comes into reality. It goes from thought to form, from thought to form. Think it and you'll create it. So only think about what you want to create. Only speak about what you want to create. So watch your language, watch the dialogue. As a therapist, I'm always listening to what people say, even when they're joking about it. They might say, oh, I'm stupid, mate. Oh, I'm only joking. No, they're not. That's what they think. And if they think they're stupid, that justifies their mistakes and their stupidity and their bad decisions. Get out of that habit. Big yourself up. Verbalise, affirm, visualise, VAV, and then assume the role is the last in the 4 letters of the acronym VAVA, VAVA. Assume the role. Fake it until you make it. Become it now. Don't wait to be in the right relationship to be happy. Be happy now and you'll find the right relationship. Don't wait until you've got the money that you deserve and desire to live a life of fun, joy and abundance. Spend the money that you've got now wisely, align with the divine, but don't be stingy, don't be tight, be generous. The more you give away, the more you'll get. So even if you're driving a car which isn't that amazing, by your definition of what an amazing car is, drive it as if you've got a Ferrari or a Rolls Royce or an Audi R7 or whatever your dream car is. Because at the end of the day, you're driving a car by choice, under control, and you want to enjoy every experience. If you curse your car, or curse your marriage, or curse your relationships, and curse your kids, and curse your pets, and curse your dogs, and curse your health, you'll get more of that. So if you've got aches and pains, live as if you haven't. If you've got a bad diagnosis, live as if that's been knocked out of your memory. When I'm working with people with cancers and amputees, which is my speciality, people end of life, I get them to embrace the adventure of the disease. Because it is what it is. And disease is dis-ease. Dis-ease, being ill at ease with their current situation. And when you change your mood and attitude, your body chemistry changes and your physiology changes and your psychology changes, and quite often you can go into remission and healing. Fear, negative moods, hinders healing. We have got a natural propensity, a natural ability to heal. We have a parasympathetic nervous system. We have an immune system. We have an intelligent body, but it's switched off by moaning and complaining and negativity and fear. So just be lovely and smile. Smiling releases enzymes which are healing. And it attracts other people to you who will help you and comfort you during your difficulties. But don't talk about your difficulties. Help other people. You'll raise your own vibration by raising the vibration of others. So assume the role of the goal achieved. Live as if you're healthy, happy, successful in life and business. And then health, happiness and success will become yours. You'll become abundant by living abundantly. You'll become happy, and then when you get the goal, you'll be happier. Don't be sad or miserable or frustrated or angry because you've not got what you want. Be happy now and move towards what you want and be happy when you get it. People have this expression where they're going through something shitty and they go, well, I suppose in the future we'll look back at this and have a good laugh. No. Laugh now, and in the future when you're through it, laugh even more, laugh again, laugh twice. So the VAVA for self-control, so that you control yourself and you aren't controlled by other people, is visualise what you want to have, be and do. Affirm what it is that you want to have, be and do. That's your thoughts. Verbalise what you want to have, be and do. That's your speaking. And then assume the role. Be happy now. Be positive now. Take constructive action steps. Purposeful, positive action. Because you can't just think it. You've got to do something. You've got to take action. But make all the actions consistent with the person that you deserve and desire to be. It's called NLP. It's called modelling. So you can't be 20 stone, want to be 12 stone, and eat like a 20 stone person. You've got to eat like a 12 stone person. You've got to do what a successful person does to be successful. And a successful person doesn't sit round moaning and complaining, watching daytime TV. A successful person gets off the bum, is an entrepreneur, comes up with brilliant ideas, has a wonderful, rounded, exciting, adventurous life, works online or works out in the field or whatever they do, but they're not sitting round doing what unsuccessful people do. And that's got nothing to do with education, it's got nothing to do with money, it's got nothing to do with ability or disability, it's got everything to do with your mindset and your personality. Because your personality you can change, it's nothing to do with the person that you are. The person that you are can change by changing your personality. Smiling, being positive, verbalizing, affirming, assuming the role. If everything at the moment in your life that you say you can't do, you said I can do it, and then you had to go, most of the things that you think you can't do, you'll probably find that you can do. And ask yourself, when did you make those decisions? See, I had a lady who wanted to lose weight, and I said, eat salad, eat fresh vegetables. Can you do that? And she went, oh, I hate tomatoes. You know, when you cut into tomato, it's all squidgy. And I could tell from her facial expressions that she'd made that decision when she was a child. And she was about 26, 27, and she'd never updated that. And I said, get your tomatoes and put them in the fridge so they're nice and cool and firm, and when you slice them, they're beautiful. And the next time I saw her at session 2, she said, I did that, Mike, and I never realised that. She said, I really started to enjoy tomatoes now. And some people tell me that olives look like eyes. And again, you know, you get these ideas as a child that the dark is scary, that there's something hiding under the bed, that when you put your hand up at school you're going to get laughed at, and therefore as an adult they can't make public speeches. And they haven't updated the programming. They've been mind controlled at an early age, and they've never changed that software. If you want to change your mental programming, I'm a hypnotist, and if you need a chat, I'm here for that. I'll talk to you for free. Because there's nothing about you that you can't change. I mean, everything is a file of mind. It's called a meme. And you can add things and you can delete things. So if you've got any attitudes or any files or fears or phobias or any sort of lacks or inhibitions, you can delete that, because it's all based on experiences that you've had in the past, and they've gone, they're in the past. And you can install positive software that runs better for you. Basically, as a hypnotist, I'm a computer programmer for your mind. And you can do it for yourself, and I'll teach you how to do it. And in fact, there's a lot of freebies on YouTube, Mr. GTV, and on Mr. GTV Facebook page, and the stuff that I'm posting on TikTok, where you're probably watching this, that will teach you how you can do things beyond belief and beyond your expectations, that shift you from shit to shift, that take you from where you were to where you want to be. And I've not even started to talk about energy work. This is just mental programming. Now, I said at the beginning of this, and thank you for watching, I hope you're enjoying this, that your parents and your teachers or whoever brought you up were your main influences. They mind controlled you through nature and nurture. But society, and as I said, the government have got a lot to do with it, as have religions, and a lot of church and state work together. So be very careful of what I call prison religions. Be very careful that your religion or your religious leader or your guru doesn't control you and take your power away. A lot of these religions take your power away. A lot of governments take your power away. A lot of schools of thought take your power away. You are very powerful. Be independent of these people who try to mind control you, including, as I've already said, television. Most of the stuff on television programs are programs. Have you thought of that? They call them programs for a reason. They're programming you with an agenda to play your part in society, to be a slave to society, to be a slave to the government to govern your mentality, Govern your own mentality. Be a slave to nobody. Step into your power, but be lovely. Don't step into fear. Don't step into anger. Don't step into violence. There's a lot of religions and a lot of belief systems get you angry. Don't go there. That's all divisive. It's to try and get you and me fighting each other. It's to divide us, but we need to unite. We need to communicate, talk, and find our similarities. This is mind control where, it starts with sport and boxing and all these aggressive things where, I'm from Manchester, where Manchester United would fight Sheffield Wednesday or Liverpool or wherever. So they get football teams and people fight because of football. And people fight over politics and people fight over religions. And I don't know any religious leader, any prophet that said fight each other. It's all about love and unity and community. Community and unity. So if your religion is telling you to fight, it's probably people who have shifted from the original prophet's message of love and unity and power and independence and positivity and evolution and transformation. And they've shifted it to mind control you to get you fighting. Fighting puts you into a primeval base state. It puts you into fight, flight or freeze, and you're not creative and you won't heal. And because of wars, young people are dying by the millions. I don't think any God wanted that to happen with his creation. He didn't create this wonderful body for us to go and fight each other. So don't be controlled, don't be mind controlled by television or politicians. Find your own truth. We'll talk about that again. And get away from negative people who moan and complain and explain and point the finger and gaslight you and tell you that you can't do something. Remember, the 4 letters of the acronym, VAVA. Visualize what you want to have, be and do. Create pictures and images. Practice your visualization, as I said at the beginning of this presentation. And get good at visualizing and hold those images in your mind and you'll move towards the manifestation of what you're visualizing. Affirm. You can affirm, think yourself into a positive state, into a healthy state. Visualize yourself into a success state. Verbalize. Only talk about what you want. Don't talk about what you don't want and don't talk down about anybody. Don't devalue yourself and don't devalue other people. And then assume the role. Live powerfully now. Live in the now. Live powerfully. Smile. Help everybody. And as I say, if you need a chat, I'm up for that. Thank you for watching. I've got lots more to say, but you'll catch me on another day. My name's Mike G from Mr. GTV. I'm here on TikTok, Mr. Mike Garner, and I'm here to help. I hope you've enjoyed it. Remember the VAVA. If you've got any questions, contact me. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Got to learn how to switch this off now. Take care. Keep smiling.